So let's pretend that we have no weight on our shoulders. No time for future, no time for the past. You know we're young, have time for fun. We'll open the door and out we run. I remember 'cause you told me you were going away. I wanted to know you. Tomorrow was too late. Standing on younger ground, we didn't know what we found. The world put you in front of me, and we stayed up all night to watch the sun. We stayed up all night, we never felt so alive. We stayed up all night to watch the sun. We stayed up all night, we never felt so I remember the evening, the air was cold outside. I was wanting for nothing, somehow you arrived. Standing on younger ground, we didn't know what we found. The world put you in front of me, and we stayed up all night to watch the sun. We stayed up all night, we never felt so alive. We stayed up all night to watch the sun. We stayed up all night, we never felt so I won't give up tonight. 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 We stayed up all night. 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 SOS, someone said, never gonna let you down. Found you in every crowd. SOS, someone said, you'd have cried out the sound. Found you in every crowd. To you, if I'm reaching out, it's for you. If I'm going down, it's for you. If I'm screaming out, it's for you. SOS, someone said, never gonna let you down. Found you in every crowd. SOS, someone said, you'd have cried out the sound. Found you in every crowd. To you, if I'm reaching out, it's for you. If I'm going down, it's for you. If I'm screaming out, it's for you. SOS, someone said, never gonna let you down. Found you in every crowd. SOS, someone said, you'd have cried out the sound. Found you in every crowd. To you, if I'm reaching out, it's for you. If I'm going down, it's for you. If I'm screaming out, it's to you. I'm going down, it's to you. If I'm screaming out, it's to you. It's all gonna if I'm reaching out, it's for you. If I'm going down, it's for you. If I'm screaming out, it's to you. I don't know where I've been, and I don't know who I am. I woke up in a place I don't even understand. Who I am without you, who I am without you, who I am without you, yeah. I got all these feels that I never felt before, but now I got a taste, oh you got me grabbing more. What am I without you, what am I without you, what am I without you, yeah, yeah. I think I lose my mind.
All right, guys. Hey, drop a 1 if you can hear me. Just confirming a couple things here. Drop a 1, drop a 1. All right. Sweet. Let's do it. Hello, everyone. I see you all in here. Maudie, Drevis, Patrick, Dave. I see Dave is in here. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. What's up, Ganesha? I see you. Jane, Corey. Just passed 2 more evals. Let's go. Come on. I love to hear it, bro. Congratulations. Let's give it up for Corey in the chat. My boy woke up feeling good. All right. What's up, Drevis? Aidar, Rafa, Brandon. Got Marty, Seth, Yaslin, Ruben, John, Mr. Wick here. All right. Let's dive into it. Yeah. Dude's just killing it, man. Corey just stays killing it. All right. So, a couple things. We have New York Open here in, just a little bit. You know what's interesting? I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Dow, right? And Dow had such a nice kind of crash down to here on Thursday before coming back up. So pretty quick. Excuse me. Whew. All right. Y'all know what it is. So we have some pretty good movement here. The daily too looks pretty clean. You can see how big crash down and then it just eats it right back up. So one of the things I'm looking at here from a higher time frame is it kind of looks to me like a shakeout setup where we just liquidate, a couple days worth of retail buyers and then, we trade down to this imbalance. We don't work our way all the way down to here where I did see a nice push to the downside before the continuation, and same thing with down over here. So I am kind of interested in a shakeout right here. I feel like we can see the market reverse out of here. I would take it with a conservative exit, but we'll kind of see how the market's moving today and if we have momentum on our side. So because the way we just crashed down, although we do chop up in here for a couple hours, but then we make another push down. But I'm just thinking higher time frames. This looks pretty good. Let me know if you guys can hear me, the audio well enough, or if it sounds a little too far. But yeah, with that being said, I have this kind of a bigger picture, higher time frame trade in mind with Dow. We're noticing, if you guys want to look at NQ, NQ has been also working its way down lower and lower. We still haven't really gotten the shift in structure yet to confirm. Audio is good. It's fine. It's not good enough for me. It's fine. Just sounds like it's mediocre, I'm just not, I don't like that. But, I'll take it. But anyways, like I'm saying, we're still in a downtrend across the board with Marty. It's awesome. So I want us to keep trading to the downside. I think downtrend setups make sense. However, I need the setup first. It's absolutely outstanding. That's what I'm talking about. So during London, we cracked below Thursday, Friday's liquidity. You kind of see a short-term structure shift here. So I could see if some people took some buys right there, and then now we're working our way down. So a couple things as usual. High probability setups could be the market taking out London highs or trading into, above Asian session. Shakeout up here would be good. You have actually a pretty strong move to the upside here before the market starts to just work its way lower and lower. So you have that. The open right now has been super strong over here. So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna move a couple things here. Okay, right there. So yeah, we've seen a really strong open right here. Classic. NQ takes out these highs and then drops down. So the double liquidity sweep right there. First takes out retail sellers, then works its way down to take out retail buyers. So depending on momentum here, we could be looking at a sell right in the zone for NQ. If you notice, Dow and NQ are not on the same page. Dow still, or NQ, staying bearish as it has been. Already taking out London lows. Dow doing the opposite, taking out London, Tokyo, and New York highs over here. So Dow is playing a completely different game. Already mitigated this zone right over here. So here's where we had, if you guys remember, we had tons of liquidity, a lot of buyers and buyers and buyers. This was the last push to the upside before it all came crashing down. So rejecting this order block was a trade that I was looking at. It just missed me on Friday, which was the story of the week for sure. Story of the week there. And so now I wouldn't look to sell this unless we get either the sweep and the market comes back in and sets it up for another move. Otherwise, we're just, kind of keep waiting here. So NQ still pushing even lower. If we zoom out over here, so let's look at NASDAQ from a big picture. There's the main area where I think NQ could reverse from a large time frame is way over here. If you guys look at like Monday, August 3rd, you have the market pushing down before the rally right over here. So this is the big reversal. I think this is eventually where we're getting to, if not a little bit lower. But I think we can get a pretty good bounce out of here. Obviously, the market is trading back towards a couple areas where there was some consolidation, some London session consolidation over here. So could the market want to reject these areas? Maybe. Is there the best entry model here? I don't really see it. I'd have to look into like smaller time frame. But I mean, Monday, August 3rd here during Asian session, you kind of see a push to the downside and then it kind of rallies pretty aggressively. So maybe something over here, but it just doesn't really seem worth it to me. Where I think we can really get reversals is if we start looking at this last push down before the continuation. So like right over here. So if we were going to see, if we wanted to play out of order blocks in higher time frame, yeah, it would be right out of here. So we're pretty far from here. This is not, I mean, maybe, but this is, we're talking 500 points, maybe more, 600 points away. But this does require you to go like 1 hour, 4 hour, understand how much liquidity is here, the last enticement to the downside, and then this thing just absolutely rips. So for now, we'll keep in mind what's happening here. So NQ just successfully swept Tokyo London lows. It is absolutely eating the price right back up. So this could be shakeout territory for us as well. Dow, same thing. Look at that. Dow sweeps. Okay, so these are loading up for potential shakeout setups. So what that means is we have NQ that is taking the low, coming back up. So possible buys. And then you have Dow over here that took the highs. So it took a whole bunch of liquidity. And then is setting up over here. So in my opinion, I really would prefer to take whatever is going to give us the best chance over here, either or. And then you have S&P, which is sitting more like it's trading a little bit more like NQ. So if you notice right now, oh yeah, NQ looks like a better buy. It's holding structure significantly better here. If we could get another pullback down, that would be fantastic. So like this is kind of starting to look. This is holding structure pretty decent. Comes up, starting to chop up in here. It's not giving like the most demand yet over here if you're looking at it from like this perspective. Comes down, is working its way right back up. So it really comes down to what holds structure best. So both of these, you can see, right, Dow took the high, worked its way down here. It's trading, between 50, 618, right around these areas. The only thing is this is happening really fast. So this is where I have way less confirmation because price works its way down and then right back up pretty quickly. We're only, setting, it only loses the momentum for a couple minutes. So it is a little trickier to take these. You have way less proof. You can see NQ is pushing down here a lot quicker, 718, 786, while Dow here is sitting at 718, 618. So it's not retracing as aggressively. Look at that. Lower low on NQ, and then Dow still here holding it down. So I don't hate this. I don't love this, but it is worth the risk for me. So I'm going to take a conservative risk on this. I'm going to risk like, I don't know, half R. I want to see it kind of trade right around here. So I'm open with where we're at right now. Going at first gear. And then risk reward wise, I'm willing to take this to like right there. So I'm willing to go like 1.8R or so on this trade. The demand when we see, and the reason I'm taking this now is because NQ is still making lower lows and Dow is not doing that. We're seeing it's not making higher highs. It's still diverging. So here is kind of the psychology around this trade. So NQ still going lower lows, and these are moving in opposite directions. But meanwhile, Dow took London, Tokyo, New York high. So massive liquidity sweep. And then when the market does something like that, here we go. Then it comes right back down. So it spends very little time trading above it. So tons of sweeps of liquidity. Comes crashing back down. Trade a couple minutes down here. So it's not the best like demand, but also it's just as quickly as it comes up, it comes down. And then it's the same thing. The market just struggles to maintain price here. So yeah. First gear. All right. So when we have the market, so typically NQ, Dow, S&P, they move similarly together. Like typically that's how they move. When they're moving in opposite directions completely, that's when I kind of just start to treat them as if they're not correlated pairs whatsoever. Now from there, what happens is then you kind of it's almost like they're inverse correlated. So what I mean by that is when they're like, if one is going up and the other one's going down, then it's kind of tricky to explain, but you want them to be able to kind of stay within a certain price action. So like if one is doing this, so one is going higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, whatever, right? Meanwhile, the other one is doing this, is doing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, whatever. Okay. So let's say they're moving in opposite directions at the same time. Well, you want to trade the one that has the best momentum in your favor. So for example, if NQ breaks structure or like goes and makes a lower low, so you have it doing this, but the downtrend setup is still respecting the structure. Well, this one already broke the low, so it already had a deeper retracement, while the downtrend is still respecting the structure. So this one has a much better probability of staying within the structure and then playing out. So that's the idea. Now, is it perfect science? No. But obviously, is it a better opportunity? Does it improve probabilities? Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I took this trade. And even now, like NQ is still making lower lows, and then Dow is somehow kind of surviving this structure. Will it continue to survive? That's a different question, but we shall see. The fact that it is, though, the fact that we're still within this, even though NQ is just going lower and lower and lower, honestly gives me at least, I think my probabilities are getting a little bit better, despite being in drawdown, which sucks. But yeah. And also on top of that, now we've seen S&P. So like if we're looking at the final piece of the equation here, S&P just took out London lows too. So if it wanted another liquidity, like excuse to take out some liquidity, it has it. So honestly, I came in here with 10 micros. My risk is like, I don't know. Seems like it's not even half of my risk. So at this point in time, honestly, I could add to my trade if I really like. If I think I'm have a better and better chance of this playing out, I could add positions to this, and I am going to add a little bit to this, just a couple contracts. Let's see, and I'm doing that because I have better confirmations than I did earlier. This is diverging even more, and meanwhile, we're seeing NQ still make lower lows, and Dow still, withstand this zone. So now I have a bit more contracts, a bit more weight on the table. I had, reserves still if this had better confirmations, and then right before it's crashing. So it's kind of working out. And then for a shakeout, as you can see, now we're trading into taking out these lows into this imbalance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce my stop just a little bit here. You can kind of see like here's where money comes in and just starts taking out these lows. All right, cool. Let's see. So structure is good. This is coming right back to fill and balance. And so at this point, do I need to add more to my trade? I won't, just because we already took out this low. This little like liquidity. So I'm okay with what my risk is here at the moment. If this wants to just rally from here, then that's fine. It is what it is. We wanted to just position ourselves in the best trade possible. Sometimes all you get is a movement. So here, right, we got the move. It doesn't mean we're going to get a whole move. So I'm not going to go and add more to this when it just might not give us a setup anymore. That might have been it. Like all we were going to get was a small move. So it looks like that's the case. I think I just got stopped out. It hasn't reflected yet, which is really weird. Y'all seeing this? Okay, that was so strange. So cool. Trade didn't play out. Took like a minus zero point 0.6 R, and we lived to trade another day. That's it. So, and interestingly enough, I would have been a better case here because this is where the market poured money in and then pushed price down. So I would have saved myself actually quite a bit of risk had I moved my stop to here. I was just undecided still, and I had really 30 seconds to make my mind up, which I didn't. But even that would have saved me a pretty good amount. So if I were to recap and okay, like what could I have done better with my stop management? Yeah, I would have moved it to where liquidity came in, and then every once in a while that could get in the way of your trade from continuing. But in shakeouts like this, whenever money comes in aggressively like that, honestly, a lot of the time that's if it's gonna be the like if this is just gonna be that move just to clear the low and then continue, this ends up playing out pretty well. So I could have saved myself what would have been 30 points, 15 contracts. So yeah, I mean that would have been a much better trade. Yeah, a 1R on this one. Yeah, I mean I didn't love it for a complete risk because we just didn't have a ton. Like we sweep the high, we come back down. All of that's great, but we don't really trade down here for too long. So when we come back up here like very quickly, I didn't have the most confirmations. So which is why I didn't want the full risk. Like I feel much better about this trade because I didn't risk the complete one. Did the nano contracts roll out? Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like they did. Well, that's pretty sweet. Hold on, let me make sure. Here, I'll have one of you guys. If one of you guys can double check that. Okay, so markets still ripping, still doing their thing. If we zoom out to the 1 hour structure, Dow now pushing towards its 1 hour zone. So here's where we had a pretty big move to the upside before the market started to work its way lower. So this is where my next area for selling is going to be over here. Now this is still following the 1 hour structure, which is bearish. The market still has targets over here. So can we get reversals out of this zone? I think so. I definitely think we can get a trade in here. The question then becomes, okay, where within the zone would you want to sell? And I typically like to see where we've already seen reversals in this area. We've already seen the market reject right around here, 53.6, 90, 92, 93. So we've seen a lot of resistance in this area over here. So I'm with it. I'm down to take this one here. Doesn't need to be a huge trade. I'm curious to see actually how we work our way up. That might determine where I take my exit. But this would be following the structure on the higher time frame. So this would just be the continuation to the downside, which obviously when you're starting to trade alongside the higher time frame, then your risk reward can go a bit further. Now August price action has been really choppy. So conservative risk reward has definitely been better, especially for buys. But for sells, yeah, it looks a little different. So I'm gonna wait for that for sure. And then, okay, outside of that, let's go review. NQ has now worked its way down to here. All right, NQ finding a little bit of traffic over here with this area that we talked about Monday, August 3rd, but this is like lunch hour. You know, it's trading towards these places. So right now, I'm not really going to focus too much on taking anything over there. S&P is actually a little interesting because S&P now took out last week's low. So S&P not only took out London low, but also took out Thursdays. So now if you zoom out, you can see another classic sweep of the low. And then this trades into this order block. There's like random tiny ass order block right over here. All right there. So S&P kind of actually creating a shakeout setup now, like legitimately. Takes the low, trades up all the way up to here. They're starting to chop up a couple minutes, not the most. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about S&P for this? Full imbalance here. Market loses momentum pretty quick. It's actually just as quickly as it's coming up, it's honestly coming back down. So I'm not fully sold on this. Not yet. Maybe if we were to get price to kind of come back up a bit more and we do something like this, I think I'd be more willing to take my shot at it. So let's see if it wants to chop up a little bit more. If it wants to give us something like that, I am down. All right, let's look at metals here. All right, silver, pretty choppy. Silver did take London and Tokyo highs recently and then kind of started trading their way down. So silver to Tokyo. I mean, silver kind of had a shakeout, yeah. Okay. And then gold. Gold is still kind of just scaling up on the 5 minute. Like if we're going to zoom out here and think about where we're trading towards. Gold right now is on its way to. It's just filling in balance from May price action over here. This is probably a different contract, so I don't know how fair this all looks. This might look a lot different. So I'm not really going to look to trade the past like that. Small time frames, it's all pretty bullish. We just saw a big sweep to the downside, and then and this move down here swept a bit of liquidity, and now it's kind of chopping up and down. So I don't really have a trade here. I could see if you wanted to trade out of this, but even then, structure kind of sucked. So with metals, I don't love the market right now for gold. It's just like trending. I don't know. This all looks like internal liquidity to me. This all looks like it could just get swept. So I would love for some sort of confirmations for shorts, but I don't really have it. Okay, so S&P did come right back up. So this is nice. If it wants to consolidate like this, then I am open to buying somewhere down here. I'm with it. But let's wait and see. S&P, Dow, okay, doing whatever. NQ also starting to move up a bit. So it looks like everything's actually starting to move in unison. Markets are, like the last few minutes, all the markets are trading upwards. Okay. One thing I wanted to mention, so you guys have on your radar here. Let's see, where is it? So this week we have, we had the press conference here. Where is this thing? All right. So Treasury, all right, Besant here speaking. This may influence oil for sure, so keep track for this news event that happens at like 1. Wednesday, you have the classic PCE GDP combo here. So that's like an hour before New York open. And we also have NVIDIA earnings after close. So a lot of AI-related things shake up the market quite a bit. So definitely keep your eye on like NQ Wednesday going into Thursday. And then Jackson Hole Symposium, which is like 2 days. So we'll have some volatility going on there as well. So, and then war speaking on Friday for like a final news event. So I agree, Seth. Agreed, man. In terms of volatility, what you guys could expect there, just to have it on the radar. Okay. So now let's zoom out a little bit, right? Where are we in the markets? How are things shaping up? NQ trading down to here. Okay. Possible reversals out of here. Is it my entry style? No. So I'm going to stay away from NQ, from buying from way over there. Does current price action really give me anything either? No. There's nothing for me to buy here, to be fair. There's no setup, no shakeout setup, nothing. Dow still going higher. So I'm not, same thing, I'm not really in the market for anything there. And then S&P, I think it did its thing, I guess. Like this push to the downside was it. This was the rebalance, seems like. Yeah, just tapped below 50% and then pushing over here. I'm curious. I don't know if it would still be valid to take this. If the market keeps moving sideways like this and we don't have some obnoxious like spike up, I may be open to a trade here. The interesting thing is I don't know what the correlations look like, so I might just stay sidelined for now. Yeah. And then let's take a look at oil. How's oil doing over here? Let's let me remove these over here. All right. So oil right now has been Friday, right? Going into Sunday, trading lower, filling this imbalance. So we traded down to here. Cool. Here was a good sweep to the downside before it chopped up a bit. So the market kind of just respecting the structure, slowly working its way higher. Did this MCL? Okay, so this 7:30 this morning definitely created a pretty big spike. So this ends up taking out London highs. A lot of liquidity over here. And then it comes right back down. So looks like price came into the imbalance, worked its way lower. Okay. Can't say I would have sold here. The fact that the market spiked down and then came right back up again. Yeah, just choppy price action. Yeah, I'm not in love with any of this. Now, the trade that did play out, which is annoying, but, you know, it is what it is 6C. So this CAD trade that I was looking for, I ended up closing it end of day on Friday. And then just for it to gap down and keep pushing downwards. So if you did take this trade with me and you maybe held, congratulations. Let me know if that's you. How are we looking for this? What do y'all think? Did anyone happen to hold this one? All right. Outside of that, do I have any other setups for currencies? No, not really, guys. Currency is looking kind of weak. Yeah, just overall, not really loving anything with currency. So looking to stay out of there. But right now, I mean, the biggest thing, guys, are crypto. Holy shit. How are y'all feeling about your portfolios? Like, I think Friday we ended up basically sitting around where we're at now. I think we're trading a little bit higher. But even over the weekend, I mean, you guys, we had tons of altcoins make some jumps. Dogs up another 21% today. Actually was up even more. So this is climbing its way up. This thing is starting to fly. So I know we have some dog holders in here. Bitcoin's leading meme coin there. So there's a nice little rejuvenation. And then, but yeah, a lot of these have had huge movement. So recovery here is nice. And then looking at stocks, guys, like today, Adobe pushing towards 280. We have Etsy, Chewy, Nintendo, another 2.3%. Chipotle pushing a bit. So it's working its way. Intuit, I believe, has earnings tomorrow. Intel still just dropping, continuing to just tank. All right, let's see if Webull wants to bounce. AMC another 5%. AMC is always really choppy. Any stocks you guys want me to take a look at? All right, check. Yes, I can do that. HIMS dropped 10%. All right, cool. Anyways, let's go to indices. Here, I have some alerts, so if we were gonna trade anything, we would be getting a little closer here. Okay, so I'm gonna avoid this one. I want to trade too, guys, but here's why. Right before this starts to work its way down, it takes this spike to the upside. So this, to me, this just looks like it clears this liquidity and then finally makes its way lower. Because it clears these retail sellers first, I feel like if it was gonna come back to this, it wouldn't have done that. So I think I'm gonna avoid this one. I'm gonna stay out of the game here. That's my choice here. Obviously, y'all do whatever you want. But yeah, I think that's gonna be how I play this one. Yeah, I wonder. Dow looks like it wants to kind of trade back into this imbalance. Maybe it rallies from there, anyways. But yeah, not gonna really rush into anything. I'm gonna wait it out. This 1 minute on Dow. This one here. This would be a continuation play for sure. I get it. Yeah, I mean, it's been more bullish. Sweeping liquidity, tapping into this, rallying. Yeah, I mean, I get it for sure. Yeah. Yeah, trading it out of here somewhere. I could see it. Wrong one. Here. I don't typically take trades like this, but I understand it for sure. And then S&P would be trading into this imbalance as well. Yeah, I'm like, I feel indifferent. I feel conflicted because whenever I get a move like this, it just drops the probability of this trade for sure. But Dow now is moving its way lower faster. So could be a split risk type of decision here. I am open to something like that. Because big higher time frame Dow Jones is more bullish. It's just happening to be making this move first. So I'm open. I'm open to it. I'm open for, I'll go half risk on each. And then I'll take this one a little bit lower though. Let's see how we're looking here. Why consider yes, it picked up before coming down to where it is now? Because of the divergence. So like, because it's not dropping down as fast as Dow is. Like Dow already took out all this liquidity and is trading down here, whereas S&P still hasn't broken this low. That's why I'm considering it. Yeah, it definitely did spike up though. Like this little spike here. That's why I'm not considering it as even a 1R at all. So we'll see. I might delete this. That's why I haven't set a limit here with S&P. I want to see how price action plays out. Because now, look, now it's going lower. It's starting to push down, make its way lower, and Dow is not. So now it looks like I see NQ probably cracks this low here. Yeah, I think we're gonna see NQ just keep going lower, and then NQ making a lower low. So if we're looking at this low is at 845. All right, NQ, this is this low right there. Now it looks like NQ is gonna same thing, go and make a like lower low. That's what it seems like. While Dow could be making a higher, well, is actively making a higher low. And then we have S&P kind of split in the middle. And now we just wait. Here's my question for you guys. Will you trade anything? Will you trade Dow? Maybe S&P? Do you like metals? What are you guys looking at? I know you're listening to me, but I don't know. You guys might be breaking things down, marking up on your own somewhere. I meant yes, although I would have liked to see NQ make that lower low at the same time. For sure. So why didn't you? Is it not a requirement for you to do that? It's like a nice to have, not a need to have. Just curious on the confirmations there. Yeah, it definitely looks like a good liquidity buildup right here with NQ. Looks like it's gonna want to come down. It seems like it. Limit on MES. Okay. Added confluence. I see. With NQ cracking a low here, if that's the case, if we get this little nice push down, depending on like where Dow is here, I might pull the trigger on this, maybe a little bit higher in this zone. I like NQ around 28.81, 76.45. Okay. Yeah, right now we're starting to see it all getting ready. This is either going to be, so you see how we took this high and then just kind of came right back down. Typically, this will fail when that does something like that. A lot of patience required right now. You'll see this happen quite a bit. The market will chop up right like above your entry zone, and it kind of it lures you into higher entries, and then it ends up like once it's almost like as soon as your patience has run out, that's like the whole game in itself right there. It's like, all right, just gas them out and then make the move. Yeah, but it's Monday, y'all. Like, there's all the week left. There's plenty of opportunities that have you honestly thinking a lot less. So, if you're like, you know what, this isn't for me, I think that's fair. I might as well get in now before it goes. Yeah. How many times have you said that to yourself and and then it's gone? Guys, also before I go, which I'm gonna be here. I think another 15 minutes or so. But I do want to share something really cool. Something that to me is just like I like when we do things with the purpose. And when we combine multiple things specifically with intention and one of the coolest things that a homie of mine is doing is she's running a marathon, right? And I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know how this shit worked. But when you do a marathon here in Chicago, it's for a charity. So like everyone's running to like, you know, to donate for something. And so and so one of the homies, Michaela, who also is actually Mondo's girlfriend, if you guys know Mondo. She's running a marathon for Chicago's kids which all of it gets donated to By the Hand Club for kids. So I figured this week I'm going to dedicate like all of the streams. Obviously, you guys know these trading streams are free, whereas people charge hundreds of dollars a month per person for stuff like that. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you guys are getting value and you guys want to support Michaela so she can hit her goal, that would be awesome, guys. We would genuinely appreciate it. I've already donated here. I'm probably going to keep donating as well. But if it's in your heart to help out here and you guys want to donate, it would mean the world to me, and I know it would mean the world for her. But yeah, she's about to turn 30, and she wanted to go run a marathon to prove that she's not getting old, apparently, and to help fund the Chicago's kids. Definitely would be awesome, guys. So feel free, if this is in your heart, to do so. Would be amazing. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and share that here. If you guys are down, would be amazing for Tradetopia to give here to the fam. Otherwise, no pressure, guys, at all. If you need a tax deduction, there it is for you. But any little bit helps. $1, $5, 20, whatever you want to do. Are Nancy and I running in this one? No. Nah, didn't get the heads up for that in time. That was closed. I don't know if Nance would run this one, run a marathon. But I would be down to run one for sure. But yeah, guys, would mean the world to us. But again, no pressure at all. Back to the charts, though. Here, it looks like NQ wants to do the thing. Let's see. A little shot of fireball to keep the legs moving. All right. The chop continues. I wonder if this was the move. You know how we were moving sideways? It kind of did one last push down and then it started to rally. Maybe. What are metals doing? Metals still working their way lower, huh? Silver looks like it wants to take out these session lows. Gold is holding it up. What do you guys think about this? This push down and then all of this chop. I wonder if the market rejects this like Asian session spike here. Because that push kind of played into this one right there. Little trend line breakage. Trading into here. I could see it. Maybe. Y'all, appreciate you guys, everyone or anyone that donated. Y'all are real ones. It's for a good cause, you know. Okay. Do we want to just hang out together here and just keep watching these candles print and really go nowhere? Meanwhile, Dow's already moving, already doing its thing. That's unfortunate. Here's where we started to see it push down, a little choppiness, last move down, continuation. I don't know. I think I'm still open to this idea. Yeah, I think this is still valid for me. The Thuper pre-workout is good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. I recommend it for sure. It's a good one. Yeah, the CBum pre-workout. That one is, dude. It packs a punch for sure. I like the stim so but it definitely packs a punch. So I feel like you'd like it, man. If you don't like stim, then it is not for you. Yeah, I just gotta feel. So I just gotta feel something, you know. I just gotta feel something. Um, yeah, sir. I want to see what's Klarna doing. Okay, cool. Guys, for those of you that if you've wanted to get into options and you like this setup, let's say that's the case, which is like a higher time frame shakeout is kind of how I'm looking at this thing. But if that's the case for you, this is a pretty decent options play to start with. It's not too expensive, so like, it doesn't cost too much. It's like I think it was like 150 per contract. So and I think I set mine to expire in October. So just to get y'all out there. Anyone that was interested. Oh, I think the market's I think these just started ripping. Son of a bitch. Why you gotta be like that, man? Well, the entry would have been perfect. Nice. Yeah, good stop management right there. TP would have been hit, and that would have been a wrap. And all I was waiting for was this last push down, and I did not get it. Cool. All right, y'all. Well, we'll leave it there. The session will end with a I think 0.6 R loss, half R loss. It was a reduced loss, not reducing by too much, but it was reduced. And then obviously some of you took the S&P trade. I ended up not taking it. I was waiting for one more little push down, which I did not get. But it is what it is. And then, yeah, let's see if crypto wants to keep pushing. Looks like Bitcoin, almost just smacked 80K. Getting real close. Real close here. Bringing up Bitcoin specifically, I want to see if we end up closing above 82,983K and maintain that. If that's the case, if we get above this week and we stay above, oh baby, we would be in business. But yeah, cool. Well, y'all, I mean, this is good news for me. I have a nice little chunk of change in this little coin here. But guys, enjoy. Again, everyone, thank you if you're supporting the cause and donating. If you did so, we genuinely appreciate you. And remember, guys, we are going to be having next Monday. We're going to be having the webinar about the retreat. We're doing a tradecation in Bali in 2027. So we're trading, we're living, having the best time of our lives. So if you're not in the loop with that and you want to be in the loop with that, then make sure you are registered here. Where is this? Yeah, click this link. And then, if you want to have the time of your life in May of 2027, click that link and then you'll have info for that. Otherwise, take care, y'all. Follow your systems, and greatness will be bestowed upon you. Peace.